Open fire! Follow me! Assault hammer! Slit it! Now, close in and clean up!
Let's try it!
Roll order!
Move in and do some damage!
Flame grenade!
It's destroyed! Move in and strike! Early bird! Sorry. Can't seem to get fired up. Slide! Hit harder! Shadow strike! Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Okay! Come to pain! This team never loses!
Hope I didn't get in the way. Get in close and land a blow. What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in the military. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
fire!
I've
Follow
got
me!
you covered, fire.
Upper
Yes! They're getting close!
Now it's my turn.
Wow, spin!
Side slash. I'm off balance. Slide. Slinger. I'm off balance.
Flame grenade!
Side slash. Tough. Catch me up. Slide. Slinger. Shadow strike. Now, melee attacks. I'm off balance.
Roll armor!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Infuriate!
Fire carnival!
That's the death. Move in and keep the
Take
rhythm going.
this!
Target in sight.
Top! Hold in!
Okay, here comes the pain! Assault hammer!
Shadow strike.
Flame grenade!
Side slash. Move in and do some damage.
Okay, here comes the pain!
Slide. Slinger. Got it.
Crap!
I should heal
Look.
first.
Hurry!
Side
Infuriate!
slash. Sliding.
Here, I need healing!
Scream edge.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
Wild spin! Wild jab! Top! Hold in!
Okay, here comes the pain!
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
What? You want me to do it? Now, there's nothing to it, trust me. It's easy. And besides, this is supposed to be your training mission, remember?
Which is exactly why we're here. You're going to have plenty of firsts as you become a blade. You'd best get used to it. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy, and the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
All right, like a new man.
Cookie got better.